Well, everyone, in light of the fact that we officially got our new Starlink today, this is our first time using it. We're pretty happy with it so far, and I'm going to put a link in the description down below. And if you're interested in using Starlink, they have an unlimited feature. It's not cheap, but it's about $165, so you could probably cut a budget here and there, but it's unlimited. They have cheaper ones for like $50 or maybe even less. It streams high-speed video. I'm literally live right now on Facebook, sitting outside of our RV, and it's amazing. So I thought I would just stream live real quick and show everybody a few of the tools. This will turn into a normal video. I have never done live ever before that I'm aware of on Facebook, so it's just something new, and I thought I would just test it out. So recently we got some tools. So as some of you may or may not know, we have the Brinkley Z3100. It does have an auto leveling function. Okay, that auto level is not a guarantee, right? You don't want your tires rising up off the ground. It just creates for more destabilization. So I had to sort of quasi level it without the proper tools. And so we decided to get the proper tools. And so one of them is this one. This is called Beach Lane RV Leveling System. I'm not touting the product or anything, but this is one that we're currently testing to determine. On my phone, it gives me kind of the pitch and the roll of the RV from left to right and from the lengthwise and width and all that. So this is a pretty handy dandy tool. We even got a new leveler, and I used it today inside of the RV, and I was able to determine that we were actually pretty level, considering I kind of did it using rolling cups, and I have a leveler that comes with the RV itself by Lippard, but I don't want to say I don't like it, but it's just not as useful. Maybe it's because it's digital and I'm used to just doing things like carpenter level style. But so anyway, this is a nice little tool. Some of the things that, if you're going to be traveling, you want to be a little bit self-sufficient, right? You want to be able to handle the changes that's coming in the country today, that's coming international, that are impacting everybody, right? We cannot ignore the fact that there's inflation. So just having some basic tools, you know, for you to fix some things yourself, or to, I mean, you can outsource and ask people like me to help you. I mean, we've got a service that we do a little bit, but we may be rolling that out more in the future, especially on electronics and solar and stuff like that. But one of them is you need like a universal screwdriver. I have used this type of a screwdriver all over the world. I used to fix equipment for years, decades. I started off, my whole career started off fixing equipment for the U.S. military. And so when I used to fix missile systems, having a simple screwdriver, it's amazing the amount of things you can get done with this, 4-in-1. So get yourself one of these. You probably need a couple different sizes of crescent wrenches. This is a more heavy duty one because I needed it for two things. One, propane tanks. Sometimes I am going to be at a place for a long period of time, so I may get a propane tank that requires a larger connection, right? And this gives me that capability. Now I have different sizes. You want to have, your standard wrenches, standard pliers. You want to have, like, this is a nice needle nose, but it also acts as a cutter. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 tool. You want to make sure you've got, additional things. This is another level that we use, so small places. This is a little tire gauge, for example. Sometimes you want to just check the tread on your tires. You're going to be rolling. You need to keep an eye on that. That's important. Allen wrenches. You want metric, non-metric. Yes, in America, we actually use both. It's amazing that we still do that, but we do. You want to have some Gorilla Glue. Recently, I had some boots. I didn't want to buy new boots, and I had some glue, a smaller bottle of Gorilla Glue, and that's what I used to keep my work boots together, just long enough until I kind of got to retirement day. It's good to have some small bottles. Karen got a whole bunch of these different sizes of different things. This one's got silicone in it, and so it's a handy little bottle. But we have some that, you know, different sizes. Like I could put some graphite in here. There's just any number of things, right? I always keep some Flex Seal emergency sealant if I can, just in case there's a leak. I want to seal that up ASAP. Underneath the trailer, there is an issue with there was an issue with wet bolts, and so I've got a pretty handy torque wrench, so I can go under there, I can check them. You want to make sure that when you can inspect your wet bolts now, but if you're going to make any adjustments, any torquing, you want to make sure that that trailer is on the ground, on the tires, totally. You don't want any jacks or anything like that, so you want to make sure you torque it according to how you're going to roll, right? Always keep a pair of workbook, work gloves, notebook, keep notes. Haven't had to use this yet, Gorilla Tape, but man, you can use Gorilla Tape for everything. Emergency wire coverings, you name it, you got it. And let's see, wire ties and zip ties. You want various sizes. I got some that are new. We've used some of these. I used one of these, for example, just for the trailer. It was pretty handy. And so if you are traveling internationally, we are in North America, you know, it's Mexico, the United States, and Canada. And so if you're doing that, what tools do you think I should have that I might not have? I haven't showed you everything. I got several tool bags, but I'm adding more all the time. Some people have more experience fixing equipment, some don't. So just be curious, you know, especially those with the experience, you know, what you think I should have. As you see, I got this headlamp. I have a spare, and this one kind of has a couple different functions to it. I'm not sure what the flashing is for, maybe so somebody can see me. The red, I mean, if you don't, you know, in the military, you use red or blue if you wanted to look at something, but you want anybody to see you from far away. So, I don't know. For me, that's not very useful. But I figured I'd just show some basic tools that I have so far. I've got several more over here. And I've been showing you a few things, and we're gonna start showing you some of the parks that we're in. We are currently basically in an RV park. We are in Texas. We'll roll out the location at a certain time, but I think for now, you know, we look forward to, you know, what do people want to know as far as travel within the United States, where we're at right now. We still will travel internationally, but we're within the United States. We're going to roll with this trailer for now. So let me know in the links below what you think I should get. Appreciate it. Later, everyone.